What's going on, guys? Look, I normally don't do videos like this. Matter of fact, I don't think I've ever done a video like this, okay? And I don't plan on making this a habit either, okay? But when somebody publicly attacks me and my character, makes accusations about me without even having a conversation with me first, and then posts screenshots of me, right? And then encourages her followers to judge me based on assumptions instead of facts, yeah, I think it's time to set the record straight. Look, we don't have to agree on everything, okay? You do know that, right? That's perfectly fine. But if you're going to make claims about me, at least have the integrity to talk to me first instead of talking about me. Now, let me tell you how all this madness started. Now, one of my followers, Cheryl right here, was in the comment section of one of my other videos, a flat earth video, right? And you got this jackass that comes in here, supposedly a man, right? And he starts insulting Cheryl. No conversation to begin with. I mean, just comes in, starts insulting her, tearing her down and disrespecting her. It don't work like that when I'm around, okay? Especially on my page, right? So I came in, I defended Cheryl. Later, she made a post thanking me about it. She took screenshots of the conversation. She also took a screenshot of who I was that people could recognize me. And Cheryl, that's not a flattering screenshot, by the way. Anyway, this is where Andrea, a woman named Andrea, comes into the picture. Right? She saw this screenshot right here with this American flag. Yeah. She never came to my page, never watched my content, never asked me a single question. She just immediately decided that she had me all figured out. Right? She saw this American flag in the background of a video I did a few years ago in my rent house that I was in a few years ago and declared that I was not awake. Also, I'm in controlled opposition. And she guaranteed it. Let me introduce you to Andrea Alfred, right? And I want everybody to think about this for a second. One screenshot. One screenshot was all it took for this woman right here to convince herself that she knew exactly who I was. I mean, she made an entire post about it. I mean, literally, this woman is circling random symbols in the screenshot as if symbols themselves are somehow evil. I told you, lady, you're behind the power curve on that subject, okay? She also goes on to accuse me of denying Jesus. Even though Jesus wasn't even the topic of conversation, she screenshotted. None of that was discussed. Like, are you there? You following? I mean, she simply created a story for her audience and invited them to pass judgment on someone they knew absolutely nothing about. Right? And then when I responded in her comments, by the way, you should be thanking me because your algorithms are probably through the roof right now. Most engagement you probably had on any video, right? Being you don't make your own content. She started asking me question after question after question after question. Like, what? This is why I'm on trial here. Here's the funny thing about that, though, guys. I told her multiple times from the minute she asked me them questions that I made multiple videos on that already, probably twice. They're all on my page for everybody to go look at for free, right? Yet she expected me to write a novel just for her, but she couldn't answer one simple question that I asked from the very beginning, right? Because y'all like to quote that, although you need to read the Bible, you need to have the Bible, the Bible, the Bible, the Bible. Which Bible do you read? Right? And honestly, after probably 80 comments, I just got that answer earlier today. She commented that. Right? It was a very simple question. But instead of answering that at the very beginning, all I got was sermons, assumptions, and accusations. Yeah. She even told her audience that I blocked her. Yeah. Like, really, Andrea? If I blocked you, sweetheart, how am I taking screenshots on your page? Huh? How am I responding to your comments on your page? Yeah, those claims just fall apart the moment people start looking at actual evidence instead of what you just tell them. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm going to show every screenshot that is taking place between our conversations. That way everybody else can see what the hell I'm talking about. Okay? Cool deal. And look, guys, nothing's going to be hidden. Nothing is going to be taken out of context. I'm going to post all the screenshots in the comment section for everybody else to read, okay? Now, let's get to the other people that just joined on top of the bandwagon, like Kelly right here, right? I kind of warned you, Kelly. You shouldn't probably do this, okay? Y'all are calling me a wolf, a a bot, a controlled opposition, whatever, even watching any of my content are asking me a single question, right? Y'all are simply believing Andrea on what she told y'all. That's not discernment, guys. That's a groupthink. Yeah. So let this message not only be to Andrea, but to anyone who behaves this way. If you want to have a respectful conversation, look, I'm all for it. We can agree to disagree all day long. But if your first instinct is to come and call people names, label them, insult them, or accuse them of being a controlled opposition simply for seeing the world differently than you, you're not searching for truth. You're searching for validation. Let me tell you something, guys. Truth isn't afraid of questions. Truth doesn't need your assumptions. Truth doesn't require misrepresenting someone else's position to make your own look stronger. No, it doesn't work that way. If you're going to judge someone, at least have the freaking decency to understand them first. Otherwise, you're not defending truth. You're just defending your own assumptions. And that's exactly what happened here, okay? Look, at the end of the day, don't take my word for it. Don't take their word for it, okay? Do your own research. Ask your own questions and think for yourself, okay? And look, if this video accomplished anything, I hope it's this. Have conversations before you make accusations. Ask questions before you make assumptions. And let evidence guide your conclusions, not your emotions. I love y'all. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.